Hi Mike Lights. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths for Mike Lights by MKV. So dear students, first of all I want to tell you, please mark your attendance in the comment section of my YouTube channel, and the time for this is 5 o'clock. If you will mark it after 5 o'clock, I will not consider that attendance. So this is regarding the attendance. Second thing, in the previous video I taught you what are the possibilities if you will draw the graph of linear equations on the same axis for two equations. Then possibilities were both the lines can intersect, both the lines will be parallel, or both the lines can overlap. So these were the three conditions. After that I taught you about the conditions also, that for without plotting the graph how will you use the conditions. This I taught you, and today I will teach you about the methods. So one by one I will tell you. Please come to the screen. So dear children, in this video I will continue with these topics. So in this case I will tell you what are the methods of solving the linear equations. So for this, main methods are, one is graphical method, second one is algebraical method. So in graphical method, this is the first method. So in this case we are finding the solutions of linear equations graphically. So there will be two equations, we will plot the graph, and after that we will find the solutions of linear equations graphically. After that I will take this algebraic methods. So algebraic methods contain, these are the topics here, these are the methods. First one is substitution method. So this is the first method for algebraic method. Then next is algebraic elimination by equating the coefficient method. Next is cross multiplication method, and then there will be some questions, some equations which in which the equations will be reducible to the pair of linear equations. This is the next type of questions which we may get. And after that there may be one question in which the coefficient of x will be equal to coefficient of y in the second equation. Coefficient of x in the first equation and coefficient of y in the second equation, these two are same, or the coefficient of y in the first equation and the coefficient of x in the second equation both are same. So in that case how will you find out the solution, right? So this is these are the points which I will discuss today. So now one by one, first of all I will explain you about the graphical method. So procedure for graphical method, what is the procedure? Please understand this. So for this, what are the steps? Understand this. Obtain the given pair of linear equations in terms of x and y. So these are the two equations in standard form or general form, that a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So these are the two equations. So first of all we will obtain these two equations. We will write 0 in the right side. So write in the standard form. So this is the first step. Next, second step is draw the graph of each equation a and b. In step number 1, let these lines are denoted by L1 and L2 represent the graph of a and b respectively. So see the graph. Next step, if first graph of the first is line L1 and graph of the second equation is L2. So if L1 and L2 intersect at a point and P and Q are the coordinates of this point, then the given pair of equations will have unique solutions. So if we will plot the graph of L1 and L2, line 1, line 2, if both the lines are intersecting at a point, we will find out the coordinates of that point. Suppose that point is P and Q, then x is equal to P and y is equal to Q. This will be a solution, and that time we will say the equations have unique solution because they are intersecting at one point. Second possibility, next possibility is that is coming in the step number 4. If the lines L1 and L2 coincident, so if both the lines will coincide each other or both will overlap, then the pair of equations is consistent and has the infinite many solutions. In this case, each solution of one of these equations is the solution of the system, or else we will go to the next step. Then step number 5, if the lines L1 and L2 are parallel, then the given pair of equations is called inconsistent and it has no solutions. So in the previous video also I taught you there are three possibilities. If you will plot the graph on the same axis, both the lines can intersect. First possibility. Second possibility, both the lines may be parallel. And third possibility, both the lines will coincide or overlap each other, right? So if the lines are intersecting at one point, so in one unique solution. If lines are overlapping or coinciding, then we are saying infinitely many solutions. If the lines are parallel, we are saying no solution, right? So now you can understand it with the help of this example. First question is, if first equation is x plus y is equal to 3, second equation is 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. So we will plot the graph to find the solution of these two equations. First of all, we will plot the graph, and after this we will check it has a unique solution or not, and if it has unique solution, then we will find the solution. So for this we will take the first equation, x plus y is equal to 3. Now put x is equal to, y is equal to 2. So x is equal to 3 minus 2, that is 1. Then y is equal to 1, then x is equal to 2. So we got two solutions, and we will plot these 2 points on the graph. So x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2 is there. So this is the point with green color 1 and 2. Next point is 2 and 1. So x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. This is the point with green color. So green line is for the equation x plus y is equal to 3. Similarly, we will find 2 or 3 solutions for second equation. So in this equation we will put the value of y or we will put the value of x and we will find the value of y. So in this way we will find minimum 3 solutions, and we will plot these points on the graph, and then we will draw the line. So one red line is for the equation 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. So after plotting the graph, we are observing both the lines are intersecting at one point, so we can say it has unique solution. After that we have to find out this solution. So to find the solution of this, we will find out the value of this point of intersection. So point of intersection for this, value of x is 2 and value of y is 1. So value of the coordinate for this point is 2 and 1. So therefore the solution for these two equations is x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1, or in coordinate form 2 comma 1. So this will be the solution for these two equations. It has unique solution because both the lines are intersecting at one point. This you have done in your practical activity also. So I hope you understood. I revised this 3-4 times in my videos. Next question is, show graphically that the following pair of equations has no solution. So these are the two equations, 2x plus 4y is equal to 10 and 3x plus 6y is equal to 12. So in this case, first equation x plus 2y is equal to 5. How? We are taking 2 common first, or we can divide each term by 2. So we will get x plus 2y is equal to 5. So this will be our first equation, and in this equation we can put the value of x and find the value of y. So we will get two solutions, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. So by taking these two solutions, we can plot these points 1 and 2. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, right? So 2 and 1, sorry 1 and 2, because we are writing the value of x in the beginning. After that, next point is 3 and 1. So x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1. This is the point 3 and 1. So join these 2 points and draw the line. So x plus 2y is equal to 5, or 2x plus 4y is equal to 10. This is the graph for this equation. Similarly, we will take the second equation. In this equation, we are observing coefficient of x is 3, coefficient of y is 6, and right side the number is 12. All the numbers and the coefficients are divisible by 3. So we are dividing each term by 3. So we will get x plus 2y is equal to 4. After this, we can put the value of x and we can get the value of y. So put x is equal to 2, we will get y is equal to 1, because x is equal to 1. So 2y is equal to 4 minus 1, 3. So y is equal to x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2 plus 2y is equal to 4. So 2y is equal to 4 minus 2. So 2. So y is equal to 2 by 2, that is 1. So y is equal to 1. So similarly we will find out the second solution and plot this point 2 and 1. So x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1 this point, and x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2. This is 0 and 2. Join these two, so you will get another straight line. After plotting the graph of these two equations, what we are observing, both the lines are coming parallel to each other. So both the lines are not intersecting, so they have no solution. Whenever the lines will intersect, they will have solutions. In this case, both the lines are parallel, so they are not intersecting, they are not having any solution. Right? So this is the graph for no solution. And we can say the system is inconsistent. We can say the system is inconsistent because there is no solution. Now the next question is, show graphically that a pair of linear equations 3x minus y is equal to 2 and 9x plus minus 3y is equal to 6 has infinitely many solutions. So first equation 3x minus y is equal to 2. In this equation we can put the value of y and we can get the value of x. So y is equal to 4, so it is 3x minus 4 is equal to 2. Then 3x is equal to 2 plus 4, it will be 6, and x is equal to 6 by 3, so it will be 2. So we will get 2 and 4. Similarly, by putting y is equal to 1, so you will get 3x minus 1 is equal to 2. So 3x is equal to 2 and this minus 1 will become plus here, so 3. So 3x is equal to 3, so x is equal to 3 by 3, that is 1. So we got two solutions and we will plot these points 2 and 4. So x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. So this is 2 and 4. Next point is 1 and 1. So 1 and 1. So we will plot the graph for this. So one line with this red color, and for this equation again we will find out the solution and we will get the same solution 2 and 4 and 1 and 1. So points will be same. If we will join them, so we will get two lines. One line for this equation, one line for this equation, and we will observe both the lines will overlap each other. So here one is with this black color, one is with red color, so both the lines are overlapping, and whenever two lines will overlap, each point of red line will touch each point of this black line. So all the points are touching means they are intersecting. So infinite points form a line, so we are saying infinite points are touching each other, so therefore both the equations will have infinitely many solutions. So both the equations are having infinitely many solutions because both the lines are coinciding, right? So the infinite points of one line are touching infinite points of other line. So this is the question in which there are infinitely many solutions are possible, and we are saying the system is consistent. Consistent means it has solution. Now the second method, this is the algebraic method, this is called substitution method. For this, what are the steps? Please understand with this example. So first of all, we will consider the equations. So consider the following pair of equations. First equation is 3x plus y is equal to 3 and second equation is 3x minus y is equal to 3. So in this case, first step is step 1. Choose any one of the following equations and find the value of one variable in the terms or in terms of the other variable. So let us take the equation number 1. So we are taking equation number 1, and from this we will write 3x plus y is equal to 3. So y is equal to 3 and 3x we will transfer to that side. We will get y is equal to 3 minus 3x. So after transferring, we got the value of y in terms of x. So right side contain x. So in this case, value of variable y is equal to 3 minus 3x, and we are giving the number to this equation as 3. So this is the value of y in terms of other variable. After finding this is our first step. After this, what we will do? We will follow the second step. Second step says substitute the calculated value of the variable in equation number 2. So we will put this value of y in equation number 2 and solve for the second variable. So second equation was 3x minus y is equal to 3, and value of y we have calculated from the first equation, it was 3 minus 3x. So we will put in place of y 3 minus 3x. So we will get 3x minus, in place of y 3 minus 3x. So this we will write is equal to 3. Now open the bracket, so we will get 3x minus 3 minus plus 3x is equal to 3. So 3x plus 3x is equal to 6x, and 3, and this 3 will go to that side, so it will be plus 3, so it will be 6. So we will get 6x is equal to 6 and x is equal to 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. So by substituting the value of y in second equation, we will be able to find out the value of first variable x. After finding this value, we can find the value of the other variable y, and to find this is the best way. We will put this value in equation number 3. This is the third step. So substitute the solution from step number 2, that is the value of x in the relation taken in step number 1, that is y is equal to 3 minus 3x. So this is y is equal to 3 minus 3x. In this case, in place of x, we will write 1. So we will get 3 minus 3 into 1. So 3 minus 3 into 1 is 3. So 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So we got the solution y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. So this is called substitution method. So in substitution method, once again, we will find out the value of one variable in terms of other, put the value of that variable in the next equation, second equation, and we will get the third equation. After this, we will put this value in the next equation. After putting this, we will get the value of one variable, and that we will put in the third equation to get the value of the second variable. So this is the method. This is substitution method. Now you can understand this by this example. So solve the following pair of equations by substitution method. Equations are 3x minus 15y, 7x minus 15y is equal to 2 and x plus 2y is equal to 3. So these equations you can give the number a and b. Now from the second equation, because here 7x and here 15y, so we will take that equation from which we can get the value of one variable easily. So in this case, we are supposing taking the second equation, that is b equation. So from the b equation, x we will put in the left side, 2y we will transfer to other side, so we will get the value of x. X is equal to 3 minus 2y. This is equation number c. So we got this from equation number 2. So we have used the second equation. Now we will put this value of x in the first equation. First equation was 7x minus 15y is equal to 2. So 7 in place of x we will write 3 minus 2y minus 15y is equal to 2. Now open the bracket, so 7 into 3 21 minus 7 to the 14y minus 15y is equal to 2. So minus 14y minus 15y, that is minus 29y is equal to 2, and this 21 will go to that side, so minus 21, so we will get minus 19. So y is equal to minus 19 upon minus 29, and minus minus cancel, so we will get y is equal to 19 upon 29. Now to get the value of x, we will put this value of y in equation number c. So x is equal to 3 minus 2y, x is equal to 3 minus 2. In the bracket in place of y we will write 19 upon 29. So we will get, after simplification, 49 upon 29. So x is equal to 49 upon 29 and y is equal to 19 upon 29. These two values together form a single solution. So this is the solution of these two equations by substitution method. So I taught you first algebraic method. This is substitution method. Now you can understand this by this word problem also. So question is, a man has only 20 paisa coin and 25 paisa coins in his purse. So one person is having 20 paisa coins and 25 paisa coins. So in this case, we will suppose 20 paisa coin as x and 25 paisa coin as y, and total number of coins, he has 50 coins in all, which total up is equal to 11.25 rupees. How many coins of each kind does he have? So number of 20 paisa coin we can suppose as x, number of 25 paisa coin as y. So total coins were 50. So x coin plus y coin, total coin is equal to 50. So this is our first equation A, x plus y is equal to 50. Second equation we will make for value, because value is given. So one coin is x is the number of coins of 20 paisa. So value of one coin is 20 paisa, so value of x coin will be 20x. Similarly, value of one coin is 25 paisa, so value of two coin 25 into 2. Value of 3 coin 25 into 3. So similarly, value of y coin will be 25 into y. So value of 20 paisa coin will be 20x. value of 25 paisa coin will be 20y. So total value 20x plus 25y will be equal to 11 rupees 25 paisa, but this is in paisa, this is in rupees. So this we will convert 11.25 we will convert into rupees by multiplying it by 100. So multiply it by 100 and divide by 100 after removing the decimal. 100 cancel, so we will get 1125 paisa. So here we will write 1125 paisa. This is our equation number 2. But here we are observing all the numbers are divisible by 5. So by 5 we will divide each term. 20x divided by 5 is 4x. 25y divided by 5 is 5y. And 1125 divided by 5 is 225. So this is equation number 2, that is equation number B here. So first equation x plus y is equal to 50. Second equation 4x plus 5y is equal to 225. Now to solve it by substitution method, we will find the value of x from the first equation. So x is equal to 50 minus y will go to other side. So give the number to this equation C. Now we got the value of x in terms of y. Now this value of x we will put in the second equation. Second equation is 4x plus 5y is equal to 225. So 4 into x, in place of x we are writing 50 minus y plus 5y is equal to 225. Open the brackets of 4 into 550 is 200 minus 4 into y is 4y plus 5y is equal to 225. Now 5y minus 4y is y. 225 minus 200 will be 25. So we got the value of y is equal to 25, and this value of y we will put in equation number C. So we will get x is equal to 50 minus, in place of y, 25. So 50 minus 25 is equal to 25. So x is equal to, we got 25 and y is equal to 25. So 20 paisa coin is also 25 coins and 25 paisa coins are also 25. So the person has here 20 paisa coin and 25 paisa coin. So we got both the values by substitution method. Now the second algebraic method is elimination by equating the coefficient method, or simply elimination method. So in this case, what are the steps? Please try to understand it. So consider the following pair of equations. 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. This is our first equation. Second equation is x minus y is equal to 1. This is the second equation. So first step is to make the coefficient equal. So here coefficient of x is 3, here coefficient of x is 1. So either you make the coefficient of x equal, here the coefficient of y is 4 and here the coefficient of y is minus 1. So either you equate the coefficient of y or you equate the coefficient of x. So in this question we are equating the coefficient of y. So for this, here it is 4y, here it is only 1y. So we will multiply the second equation by 4. So first equation is 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. Second equation we will multiply it by 4. So we will get 4x minus 4y is equal to 4 1 4. So this is the second equation. This we have given number D. So first equation we have written as C, and second equation after multiplying it by 4 we have written like this. Now after writing these two equations, 3x plus 4y is equal to 10, that was the first equation. Second equation we got after multiplying it by 4, 4x minus 4y is equal to 4. Now after writing these two equations, what we are observing? We are observing the coefficient of y. Here it is 4 plus 4, here it is minus 4. But 4 both are same. Only the difference is of sign. So first of all, what we have done? We made the coefficient equal. Now we will see the sign. If we are getting opposite sign, one positive, one negative, first sign may be negative, second may be positive, or first is positive, second may be negative. If both the sign are opposite sign, both the sign are opposite, in that case what we will do? We will add both the equations. And if both the signs are of the same same type, means both plus or both minus, in that case we will subtract the equations. So in this case both the signs are opposite, so we will add the equations. So this is the next step. If numerically equal coefficients are of opposite sign, so both the signs are opposite, then add obtained equation in step number 1. So in step number 1 we will add both the equations, right? Otherwise, if both are of the same sign, either both positive or both negative, then we will subtract them so that the variable whose coefficients are numerically equal get cancelled out. So these will be cancelled out. So in this case, one positive, one negative. So we will follow this rule and we will add both. So 4y positive, 4y negative will be cancelled. Now we will get 3x and 4x is equal to 7x. Right side 10 plus 4 is equal to 14. So 7x is equal to 14. So x is equal to 14 by 7, that is 2. So we will get the value of x is equal to 2. After getting x is equal to 2, this was our third step. Then we will go to follow the fourth step. Fourth step says substitute the value of x here obtained in the step number 3. It may be the value of y also, right, depending upon the equating the coefficient method. So we got x is equal to 2. This value we will substitute either in original equation to obtain the value of the other variable, or in any other equation we can put it. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. So in place of x we will write 2. So 3 into 2 is equal to 6 plus 4y is equal to 10. So 4y is equal to 10 minus 6, that is 4. So 4y is equal to 4 and y is equal to 1. So we got the answer x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 by elimination, by equating the coefficient method. So these are the steps. If you are not able to understand, then I'll take another example and by that you can understand this method easily. So now you see the next question. Solve the following pair of linear equations by using the method of elimination. So first equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 11. Second equation is 2x plus 3y is equal to 4. So 3x plus 2y is equal to 11, we will give the number A. 2x plus 3y is equal to 4, we will give the number B. Now we will see, we want to equate the coefficient of x or the equating the coefficient of y. So in this question, I am trying to equate the coefficient of x. So here the number written before this is 3, here the number written before x is 2. So to equate them, we will multiply first equation by the coefficient of the second equation and second equation multiply by the coefficient of first equation. So here 3 multiplied by this 2. So first equation multiplied by 2, coefficient of x, and second equation is multiplied by 3, that is the coefficient of x in the first equation. So first equation multiplied by 2, so 2 3 is 6x plus 2 2 is 4y, 2 into 11 22. Give the number to this equation as C. Second equation multiplied by 3, so 3 2 is 6 and 3 3 is 9y is equal to 3 4 is 12. Equation number D. Now we will see coefficient of x is same, but we are observing both the coefficients are of the same sign, positive sign. If both are of the same sign, both negative or both positive, then we will subtract the equation. And to subtract the equation, we are changing the sign of the second equation. So in the second equation, you can see here both are positive, so this will be minus. Here it is plus, so it will be minus. Here it is plus, so it will be minus. Now 6x minus 6x is 0. Now 4x minus 4y minus 9y. So here 4 positive and 9y negative. So we will get negative 5y. Here 22 minus 12 is equal to 10. So minus 5y is equal to 10. So y is equal to 10 upon minus 5. So after dividing it 10 by 5, we will get 2. So y is equal to minus 2. So we got the value of y, and to get the value of x, now we will substitute this value in the first equation or second equation, whichever you like. So here we are putting this value of y is equal to minus 2 in equation number A. A equation was 3x plus 2y is equal to 11. So in this equation, in place of y, we will write minus 2. So 3x plus 2 into, in place of y, we are writing minus 2. So 2 into minus 2 is equal to 11. So 3x plus into minus is minus, 2 to the 4, minus 4 is equal to 11. So 3x is equal to, number will go to the other side towards the number. So 11 plus 4 will become 15. So 3x is equal to 15 and x is equal to 5. So we got the value of x. Now x is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 2. We have already got. So solution for these two equations is x is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 2 by elimination method. Now children, you see the next algebraic method, that is cross multiplication method. This is the third algebraic method. First algebraic method was substitution method, second was elimination method, and third is cross multiplication method. This is very important, please understand this. So in this case, what will you do? What is the method? First of all, write the equations in standard form. So consider the following pair of equations. These are in the standard form. a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So in this case, standard form means in whatever in the right side, transfer to the left side, right side you write 0. After writing 0, after transferring all the terms to the left side, that is called the standard form here. After writing 0 on the right side, we will write the value of the coefficients. So coefficient of x is a1, coefficient of x is a2. So a1, a2, we will write the value of the coefficients. b1, b2, we will write the value of the coefficient, and c1, c2, we will write the value of the coefficient, constant terms. After writing the value of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1 and c2, we will follow this rule. So we will write first of all b1, b2, c1, c2, then a1, a2, right? After that, again we will write b1, b2. So this is the rule. According to this, after this we will multiply b1 by c2. So we will do the cross multiplication. So x upon b1, c2, these two values we will write under x. These four values we will write under y, and these four values we will write under 1. And after that, after doing the cross multiplication with minus sign, so x is equal to x upon, we will get b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to y upon a2 c1 minus a1 c2. Minus is a formula. 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So after writing these values, you will put one time first expression is equal to the last expression. This will give you the value of x, and first second time second expression is equal to last expression. This will give us the value of y. So we will get x is equal to 1 into b1 c2 minus b2 c1. So we will get x is equal to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Now second time we will put this and this equal. So we will get y is equal to, this will go here. So we will get a2 c1 minus a1 c2 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1 here. So one time by these two, one time by these two. By these arrows you can understand. One time we will put this and this equal. This will give us the value of x. Second time we will put these two equal, and we will get the value of y. Right? So this is one method. Here in this case, you cannot, you have to learn only the value of this y1, y and x in this method, right? But you can learn it by another method is also there. By that method only you can understand this, and then after that you can write this value. So this you can understand by this example. Example says, from a bus stand in Bangalore, if we buy 2 tickets to Malleshwaram and 3 tickets to Yeshwanantpuram. So here we are buying 2 tickets to different places and 3 tickets to other place. The total cost is 46 rupees. But if they buy 3 tickets to Malleshwaram and 5 tickets to Yeshwanantpuram, the total cost is 74 rupees. You have to find out the fare from the bus stand to Malleshwaram and to Yeshwanantpuram. So in this case, we will suppose the value of ticket from Bangalore to Malleshwaram is rupees x, and from Bangalore to Yeshwanantpuram is y. So solution, you can see, let x be the fare from bus stand to in Bangalore to Malleshwaram and y rupees to Yeshwanantpuram. From the given information, we have value of one ticket is x and we are buying two tickets, so value of two ticket is 2x. Here value of ticket is y for Yeshwanthpuram. Three tickets are there, so value is 3y. So 2x plus 3y, this is the total cost of both the tickets, and it is given here 46, so this will be equal. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 46. This is our first equation, and after that we will make the second equation after reading this condition. But if we buy three tickets for Malleshwaram, so value of one ticket is x, so three tickets value is 3x, and if five tickets to Yeshwanthpuram, so in this case value of 5 ticket will be 5y is equal to total cost is 74. So this is the second equation. First equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 46. Second equation 3x plus 5y is equal to 74. As I told you when I told you the method, that we should write both the equation in standard form. So we will write after transferring 2x plus 3y minus 46 and 3x plus 5y 74, you will transfer to left side, so minus 74 is equal to 0. This is the important point here. Children, please understand it, note it. By this method you can do the questions very easily, and no need to learn it like a parrot. Once you will be able to write the method, you will be able to solve the question. So understand it. What we will do, we will write, after writing these two equations, we will start from the coefficient of y. So coefficient of y b1 b2 we will write here. b1 b2 c1 c2. So b1 b2 c1 c2, right? Once again b1 b2 c1 c2. Again we will come to a1 a2. b1 b2 c1 c2 a1 a2, and again b1 b2, right? First of all you will start from y. So b1 b2 c1 c2, then a1 a2, then again b1 b2. So we will start from the coefficient of y, and again we will reach to the coefficient of y again. So b1 b2 c1 c2 a1 a2 b1 b2, and in the middle of this we will write x, y and 1. Now x upon 3 into 70 minus 74 minus 5 into minus 46. Similarly y upon minus 46 into 3 minus of formula, then minus 74 into 2. Then 1 upon 2 into 5 10 minus 3 into 3 9, 10 minus 9. So see this method, x upon 3 into 74 minus 5 into minus 46, y upon minus 46 into 3 and minus 74 into 2, 1 upon 2 into 5 minus 3 into 3. So after this, after multiplication of these two, you will get minus 222, minus into minus plus, 5 into 46 is 230, y upon minus 46 into 3 minus 138, minus plus 74 into 2 148 is equal to 1 upon 2 5 10 minus 9, that is 1. So we got x upon 230 minus 228 is 8 is equal to y upon 148 minus 138 is 10, 1 upon 10 minus 9 is 1. So one time we will put x upon 8 is equal to 1 by 1, second time we will put y upon 10 is equal to 1 by 1. Now after doing the cross multiplication, we will get x into 1 is x is equal to 8 into 1 8. So x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 10. So we got the answer, x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 10. X was the value of the ticket to Malleshwaram and y was the value of the ticket to Yeshwanthpuram. So we got the value of each ticket to both the places separate. Now another question by the same. So those who are not able to understand, now you can understand. Write both the equations in standard form. These are already in the standard form because right side is 0. After that we will write the value of a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. So a1, a2, 3 and 2, b1, b2, 2 and 1, c1, c2, 25 and 10. After that we will write the value. We will start from here b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2 and again b1, b2. So x upon this b1, c2. So b1, c2 and then 1 into 25 here. After that c1, c2 and a1, a2. So we will get c1, a2 minus c2, a1. So we will put the value of these constants. Follow the previous method which I told you in the previous example. And after putting these values, you will get x is upon minus 5 is equal to y upon 20 and minus 1 upon 1. Now put first step, first value is equal to last. So x upon minus 1 is equal to 1 upon minus 1. This will give you x is equal to 5. Y upon 20 is equal to minus 1 upon 1. This will give y is equal to 20. So we got the value of x is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 20. So this is by cross multiplication method, right? So I hope and I want that you should use this method. This is more convenient for you. In this case, follow this method. Please note this point. Take this screenshot of this method. Use this method. It will be very easy. You will write B1, B2, C1, C2, A1, A2 at B1, B2. Then it will be very easy to write to get the answer for this. Now children, that's all for today's class. So I hope you understood all the methods. First method I taught you, that is graphical method. So you will plot the graph of at least 6 questions, 2 of each type. One is that is infinite and that is unique solution. Second one is of no solution and third one is of infinitely many solutions. So you all are requested to draw the questions or to do the questions of 6 questions of graphs, 2 of each kind. Infinite many solution, no solution and unique solution. Each one 2 questions. After that I taught you algebraical method. First one was substitution method. So do at least 2 questions of substitution method. Then 2 questions of elimination by equating the coefficient method and 2 questions by which method? Cross multiplication method. So please do 2 questions of each kind. So total I have given you today 12 questions. I hope you can do it. This is enough till tomorrow. Next class. Bye bye. Take care. God bless you all. Be careful and safe. Thank you. Bye.